I've hit the record, which means I should start talking. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is CyborgCommunist, coming back to you one day after my last video. Hello. Today I'm gonna start on one of my newer. Oh shit, I can't exactly say newer, since this is the first series. So I am going to start on a series. For now, today's my tongue just went in some place it shouldn't. My mouth. Today's topic, in fact, the series today is Sophistication with CyborgCommunist. Today, I will be telling you 3 wonderful stories of my life and pretty much what has happened in the last couple of weeks. Well, 3 interesting stories that happened in the last couple of weeks. First things first, recently, my parents saw a need for me to visit a psychiatrist. How amazing! Yeah, visiting a psychiatrist. Not exactly the most fun thing on earth. Because, you know, when you go to the mental institute, you know you're going there for a special reason. You feel a bit special, but in a bad way. And I also recently found out the differences between the 3 kinds of occupations between a counselor, a psychiatrist, and a psychologist. But that's for a different time. For now, we shall go to the psychiatrist. It was just another rather usual conversation with a psychiatrist. But for one, she recommended me something, well, I've never met the doctor before, so the doctor recommended me something different. See, my parents brought me to the psychiatrist because they thought I had a stress problem with school. Well, they were right about that. And I can't exactly blame them for worrying about me. But yes, a psychiatrist does seem a bit overboard. But hell, I just went along with it anyway. So anyway, the doctor decided that I have something that might help you. And this is part of a job for psychiatrists. It's meant to give you medication for mental problems. So say if you're mentally retarded, she might administer a bullet. No, that's just a terrible joke. Anyway, she recommended for me, how about a pill to make you calm down? And for me, that's like, oh, holy grail, I can be calm all the time. Of course, I found out later it was the wrong calm because of a rather awkward pronunciation. But yes, calm all the time, that would be nice. So she told me more about this mysterious and magical drug and said that it would calm one down by reducing blood pressure within the veins, and therefore it synthesizes a feeling of calm within your body for your heart. You know, your heart isn't beating so hard anymore. Not really more blood gets to your veins, but you just feel a bit more serene. You know, blood pressure slow down. You feel, I'm good, I'm more relaxed. And I thought, well, this seems kind of suspicious, might have some ill after effects. But I ran with it anyway, and I'm going to get 12 pills. So a week back, I decided, okay, I had these pills for about 2 weeks now, and I haven't tried them at all. So I woke up that morning, did the shower, did the usual in-shower amusement, and then I said, alright, breakfast is over, let's go pop one of those magic calm pills. And I took one. I was like, okay, I don't notice the effects. Maybe it's a delay. So I went to school. After the entire day of school, I finally realized what it's. I realized it's secondary side effect. But for one, I have to say one thing first, and that it's very effective at calming me down. For I wasn't stressed at all the whole day. It works really, really well. To the extent it's almost worrying how well it works, My friend could have died right there, and I'll be just like, yo man, you got to chill, you gotta take a lie down, it's okay. You can rest there. Don't worry, the blood will stop flowing soon, bro. Yeah, you run out soon, right? Right? Yeah, now go back to sleep. However, I did find out about the rather unneeded side effect, and that was a very simple side effect. If you have any idea how the male human's anatomy works, if you can see where I'm going with this, reducing blood pressure does bring about a interesting effect on your Johnson. You can't get it up. It's the anti-Viagra. Hell, I went through the whole day and I was like, yo, you dead? No, you can't be dead. I've already had you for 16 years. I'm not done using you, man. You've got to wake up. Wake up. No, didn't work. Spent the whole day. And that pill was so powerful. Its effect lasted the whole day. I literally tried to give myself a little bit of a hard-on. Nothing. That's how powerful it was. And hell, the reducing the blood pressure thing also had a bit of an interesting things, you know. By reducing blood pressure, reduces the amount of blood flowing to your brain, which it does calm you down because you think less. But because you think less, you go in the whole day going, do you ever think how pretty the sun looks? Mr. Tan, your shirt looks fabulous today. Look over there. A bird hit the window of the chapel. Oh, it's dead. Yep. So you stone a bit. But hell, I have to say, I did rather enjoy the use of the pill. Sound like a drug addict now. I'm not giving away any hints. Just don't tell the FBI, alright? I don't need them to know I'm bingo in my house. So I'm quite happy with the pill. Its effects works out quite well for me. Not quite sure how it worked with an actual situation where I am panicked. But we'll have to see that. For now, I hope you enjoyed that story. But don't go yet. I've got another one. This was something that happened pretty much 2 days ago, I suppose. Well, my school has this interesting it's not very interesting. It's just a program for the graduating cohort that we can study for our exam by doing a night study. As in, no, you're so stupid as to, okay, I've had 7 hours in school. Why don't I stay back all the way for another 10 hours? Great idea, right? Yeah. Night study. It's not all that bad, but well, for myself, I don't have the I don't have the mental endurance to survive that long of a school day. So by the time the night study starts, after my focus revisions, which is after my classes, so class ends at 3 o'clock, I have focus revisions till 5. Then you have a 30-minute break, and then it's studying all the way to 9. Pretty much it's just saying, hey, would you like to study the whole day? Oh, you're tired? I'm sorry. Yeah, and so you're not exactly forced to study, but it's highly encouraged you study there, for the teachers prowl around, and if they see you sleeping, they might get dangerous. So, night study. Well, after 2 days in a row of going to night study, you have a lack of sleep deprivation. I know for one that I sleep quite early. I tend to sleep around 10:30 p.m., which is to say really early compared to most of my classmates. Most of my classmates. But that's because of my mental condition, my migraine, and some funky shit in the north. If I don't get enough sleep, I wake up with a terrible headache. Feel as if a whale's having sex in my brain. Yep, every trust. And that's a buff whale. That's a big bloody whale. I'm not talking like a beluga. I'm talking blue whale humping my brain with his dick. That big ass dick. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video about that one. But there'll be a different video about a dick later. In fact, there'll be 2 videos about dicks. Just leaving it there. Anyway, headache. So I sleep quite a bit. I like to get at least 7 hours of sleep. So when I get home really late from night study, you're really exhausted. You need more sleep. And because I only have a limited amount of time I can sleep, I wake up the next day, and I'm like how I am after the relaxation pill. Yeah. That frisbee looks fascinating. Is it hitting for me? And then it hits me. Yes. You feel really tired. Well, if you ever been that tired, you should know what I'm talking about. It's that slight feeling of nothing's so clear anymore. Everything's really fuzzy. Everything's coming to you in little shades. It's like back to 128 KB internet. it's coming at you. You're gonna get it eventually, but it's just coming at you slowly. You know, it makes it easier to absorb because it's coming in little blows, but everything gets really weird over time. Supposed to cut stone. So anyway, I could have picked the worst day to be stoned, because that day I had about 2 or 3 tests scheduled, and first period was already a test, but it was a physics test. It wasn't so bad. I think it was MCQ, so I just kind of picked the most logical answer, and I kind of picked the right ones. For those questions I couldn't do, I just went, oh, I'm too tired to do this. I like B. And immediately after physics was my food humanities, in this case, food geography. And voila, what do you know? Another test. Sorry, give me a bit. It tastes like banana milk and pizza. I want some of banana milk. Alright, anyway, back from that poor sanitation and hygiene. Food geography test. And I'm really, really stoned and tired by that point in time. As in, I'm staring out the window and I'm just noticing how pretty the trees look. Which is saying something, considering that most of the trees outside the window are in semi-states of dead. Well, that's a bit of a lie, but they don't look all that great. And I'm just really stoned, looking out the window, admiring the trees. I think so, I was admiring my pen at one moment for some reason. Anyway, so they start passing down the test script. You know, here comes the test script. And I get mine. And I'm holding on to it. And immediately my friend in front of me, Sleepy no Yume, yes, he is my classmate. He says, oh, I'm fucked for this paper. I didn't study. And me sitting behind him, I just got my paper. I look at it, I pick up my pen, and I go, hey, I think I'm more fucked. They printed my paper upside down. You know that feeling of slow, sudden, and this dawning realization? You know, when you leave the toilet, and only 5 minutes later you remember, I didn't wipe my ass. Did I put down the seat? Or when you leave your house, did I leave the baby in the microwave? So it took me about 10 seconds for me to realize the mistake. I flipped the paper back the right way up, and everybody started laughing. And that's pretty much a true definition of how stoned you can be in class. I think I did quite well for that test, considering the fact I did not study, and I was pretty much running on steam at the moment, just going, oh, this seems like a question I can do. Oh, la 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 la. Hey, this looks like English. Well, that's the second story for tonight's episode. Do I have time to fit in a third? You know what? I'll leave it at that for tonight. You guys can look forward to a couple more videos soon with some of my friends, because the next couple of Sophistications with CyborgCommunist, or Storytime with CyborgCommunist, involves them, for they are main character in it. So until I can get them on the show to actually be part of it, for it'll be a lot funnier, it'll be a lot better. They can recount their side of the story, I can recount my side of the story. It's more fun overall. But for now, these two are just little personal stories that happened in the last couple of weeks. Last couple of weeks have been kind of rough on me. It's very mentally draining, the whole build up to the examinations and all that tralala shamalama ding dong shit. I'm not one to really care for them, but hell, I'm still doing them anyway. For now, I have to thank you, wonderful listeners. I can't exactly call you watchers because there's nothing really to look at. But yes, thank you for listening to my rant. This has been a 14-minute long video. I hope you enjoy. Go get cancer.